Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Every Day series. Today I am so excited to try out this Kypris Made for Each Other Illumination and Active Shimmer. So it's the Illuminating Eye Serum and Primer and Shimmer Palette set. So I got this in my March 2021 boxycharm premium box and I was so beyond excited to get this. This has a retail value of $145 and I got it in my $35 boxycharm box along with so many other exciting, awesome products. So if you have not seen my unboxing of that, I'll have that video linked in the description down below. I was also really excited because I haven't heard of this brand Kypris, and I love learning about and trying new makeup brands. So I feel like even if I just got one or the other of these products in my boxycharm box, I would have been so excited, but then just even beyond excited that it's a set. So here I have the Illuminating Eye Serum and Primer, which just sounds so awesome. First of all, I love illuminating products and I love shimmers, but I also swear by eye creams, eye serums, eye specific products and primers for the eye. I use an eye cream specific for my eye area twice a day. Whenever I wear eyeshadow, I wear an eye primer. So I love that this could potentially be a 2-in-1, and this is such high value. It's cruelty free. And then this shimmer palette looks so beautiful. It has really nice packaging, it has a mirror, and it has 5 beautiful shimmer shades. So I think what I want to do first is I'm going to go ahead and swatch the shimmer shades. Oh my gosh. So these shimmers can be worn as highlighters, on the eyelid, just anywhere you want shimmer. And I feel like, except for that last one, which is too dark for a highlighter, the rest of the shades could work as cheek face highlighters for me as well. The gold, the pink, the silver, and then the more white shade. And they're a little bit, for eyeshadows, a little bit subtle, but maybe the eye primer will really amp them up. And so here you can kind of see what those swatches look like. And now for the eye primer, I do have my foundation on, but I don't have any concealer or anything on my under eyes. So I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna do what it says, to just pat it all around the eye. And I'm gonna apply it, I think, to just one of my eyes so we can compare the difference. Oh, I might have taken a little too much. I forget that for your eyes, you don't need that much product. But it seems very watery right now. But so it does kind of dry down and gets a little bit thicker. Definitely has, now that it's kind of dried down, it definitely has a great tacky texture for eyeshadow. I don't necessarily love such a tacky texture for the under eye, but what do we think? It doesn't have any shimmer or anything illuminating necessarily to it, but I do kind of feel like it's brightened my under eye circles. I'm just going to take what's left on my finger and apply it to the under eye. But wow. I am pretty self-conscious of my under eye circles, so I don't think this is quite enough for me to not wear any concealer. But for someone that doesn't have under eye circles, which you're so lucky if you don't, this would be a really pretty, just kind of highlight under eye brightener, because it really does brighten. The only thing is this very tacky texture as it dries down. And kind of where my foundation starts, it left a visible ending, like you can see where the product ends. So I probably would put this on before my foundation just to cover up any like edges to the product. But I mean, no creasing yet. We'll keep an eye on it. And it looks smooth, hydrating, and I do think it's a little bit brightening. And so I kind of want to try using as many shades in here as I can. I want to take a little bit of this pink. I'm just going to try it on a fan brush to start. And I want to dust this onto the cheeks as like a cheek highlight. Oh, pretty right away. It definitely has sparkle to it, so you can see sparkle on the skin, but it is like a little bit of a subtle, not super pigmented formula, so I'm just gonna actually go right in with my finger. And it is so pretty. The sparkle to it kind of gives me this like fairy dust vibe, which I really like, but it's just not like my absolute favorite type of highlighter. I definitely prefer more of a natural glow highlight rather than a sparkle. But for the fun of it and for certain occasions, I do love a sparkly, shimmery highlight. Next, let's do a brow highlight. So I'm going to take the white highlight shade for that and to highlight under the brow bone. Ooh, pretty. A nice icy highlight. And then I'm also going to take this white color and highlight the inner corners, since that's nice and bright. This one seems to be more pigmented than the pink highlight. Like I feel like I can get like full opaque color of this white highlight, which is so pretty. And now I kind of want to try, usually I apply highlight with my finger, but to test out the eyeshadow primer, I kind of want to try applying with a brush. So I'm going to take some of the darker shimmer shade and just kind of put this in the crease. Ooh, this one's really pretty. This one has like gold glitter in it, whereas the other two that I put on had silver glitter. I'm excited about how glittery of a look I'm gonna have because I love glitter. This is really nice, very easy to blend. And then let's try it on the eye without the primer. Whoa! That's actually an extreme difference. It doesn't show up nearly as pigmented on the eye without the primer. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot more similar than it is with and without the primer. Like I am trying to layer it up to be the same on this eye without the primer, but I've already dipped my brush back in 4 times and it's not even as pigmented as the eye with the primer. Wow, so we know that this works as an eye primer. Next, I'm going to pick up some of the silver shade and I'm going to put that on. Let's try half of the eyelid here. See, like this is looking nice and decently pigmented. Like I think I can build this up for a nice foiled look on the lid, but now let's see it on the eye without the primer. Oh, not too bad. It's slightly less pigmented than the eye with the primer, but not quite as noticeable as the darker brown highlight shade. And then I'm going to take the gold shade. This way I'm using every shade in the palette. I'm going to apply the gold to the inner half of my eyelid. Pretty, sparkly, shimmery eye look. Oh, okay, so this gold is barely showing up on the eye without the primer. Whereas on the eye with the primer, it was looking a lot more pigmented, almost foiled. It's a lot more sheer on the eye without the primer here. Very, very interesting. So now we know you gotta use the primer with these to get the maximum pigment and shimmer. But these are really fun, sparkly shades, and I just love wearing sparkle, so I'm excited to wear these shimmers. Mostly on my eyes is where I'll get the most use out of them. And then just a final check. No creasing on the under eye with the primer, so that's good. And so my final thoughts are, like, I don't think you would need to spend $145 on this set, because to me it performs like a nice eye primer, and I'll definitely continue using it for an eye primer, but it wasn't the like amazing under eye brightening type of serum that I was kind of hoping for, just because my under eyes are such an area that I want to improve. I was hoping for more of like a visible improvement, change, but it doesn't do too much for my under eye issues. And then it's a really pretty sparkly highlight palette that I'll reach for, but they're not like the most pigmented, most groundbreaking highlighters ever. They're also very sparkly, not glowy, so I won't really wear them all that often on my face. And as for the eyes, they are just a little bit more sheer than some other shimmery shades that I could reach for. So overall, a nice set. They're not bad, but they're not amazing in my opinion. But I would be so curious to hear your thoughts on these in the comments down below if you got to try them out as well. But as always, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video.